Okay, I want to make this video and talk about what's going on with Tim and Alfie. And, again, I'm getting people that say, well, we're worried about him. He hasn't been online. And, you need to worry about your own lives. And butt out of Tim's. Tim decided to close his channel. His reasons are his own. And people are, you watch somebody on YouTube and then it's like you're interjecting yourselves into their lives. One reason he decided to close his channel was most people are supportive, but sometimes you get these comments. Okay? And he got tired. He doesn't want to deal with them. He has every right to close down his channel. And I don't blame him. Okay? We do the channels, to try to support people and to give the best that we can give. But when it comes to the point that people are trying to interject themselves into your life and run your life for you, and you tell them what's going on, and no, I don't believe it. I believe it's, I believe it's something else. And eventually you go, you know what? I'm done. And so whether Tim ever decides to come back online or not, it's his choice. It's his life. Now, I don't like to continue to write and ask him how he's doing, what's going on. It's his life. Okay? So people, just because somebody is out there and they're, putting out from their heart what they can, it doesn't mean that you have carte blanche into every aspect of their lives. You need to get your own life. Well, we care and we're concerned, and, if we wanted to put that out there to people, it would. Okay? Now, he's been very open. They've said he's got diabetes. Now, the medication they had on, it's making him more ill. It's not working for him. Okay? So he's doing things with dietary measures. But he's got a right to live his life. Just because he came on for a time and was giving what he could give doesn't mean that he's obligated to continue to be on. None of us are obligated to do this. We choose to do this to aid humanity as best we can. But that, again, does not give people carte blanche to try to run our lives and tell us what we have to do and what they believe and what they don't believe, etc. Either take what's given or, don't take it and go elsewhere. But I just wanted to put that out there. People can stop contacting me and telling me to contact him. I have contacted him and he told me, yes, he decided to close his channels. Okay, that should be the end of the story. The reason why is nobody's business. What he wants to do with his life now is nobody's business but his own. So let him have his privacy. This is one thing. People want to become famous and this and that. But then, what happens? They lose their freedom. They have no life anymore. So am I enamored of people in show business, etc.? No, because they have no life. They have an image that's constructed around them, and people expect them to be that image. And they're not. And then they can't live their own lives. They have no anonymity. And people, because they watch them on the screen, think they know them and intrude into their lives where, you don't know these people. Okay? And just because, we come on and we want to share as much as we can with people to try to help people to get them in a better space mentally, to try to aid them in their journeys, it doesn't mean that they think they should have carte blanche to our lives. Okay? So I wanted to put that out there, just because, again, we choose to put content out here and we try to help on a spiritual aspect. I would much rather talk about spiritual, getting people beyond the things that are driving them. Somebody came online the other day, well, I'm in fear, people are in fear, and you have to, Well, the reason we do this is to get you out of fear. Now, if you want to stay in fear, and you want to run your mind around that, I can't do anything about that, okay? I can try to give you tools to get you to come out of fear, but you have to challenge yourself. That's part of the spiritual path. It's not an easy path. But if you choose to stay in fear and hate and drama and anger, then that's on you. We try to give you tools so that you can pull yourself out of that, so you can come to more balance. But if you want to stay in fear and revolving in that, and continue to make demands, nobody can wave a magic wand for you. Can't. So, part of the journey is to stop running. You've got to stop running. And you've got to sit with what's there mentally and emotionally for you. You've got to get to the bottom of it and pull out the roots. And if you're not willing to do that, then you will continue to be ruled by illusions of truth. My job, what I want to do, is getting people to go beyond that, to find the freedom that's available. But I cannot force people to come out of fear. I cannot force people to come out of anger. I cannot force people to do anything. Okay? It's like they said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. Can offer these tools, can try to offer it on a daily basis. And I will be so glad when I no longer have to do any more political reads of this toxicity. But, watching this thing the other day of Dolores Cannon, she's right. We are in the midst at this point of chaos. And this is the telling field. Are you going to come out of the fear and the drama and to something higher, the higher dimensions? Or are you going to stay down there? Because what you're fighting is yourself and your own mental proclivities and things that you keep engaging in and things you keep, clinging to or fighting against. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here. But I just wanted to put that out there about, coming out here and doing this type of work, being a light worker, trying to give to society, I made that deal with the universe. Whatever I got, I would try to give back. And that's what I've done. Since 1999, I have been online in some way, shape, or form, 365 days for over 25 years. Okay? Trying to give the best I can give. Now, the one thing I would say, that new book that's out, The Whispers of Eternity, that's a good book for people to read. Very positive guidance and things to look at. I would say, out of all of them, this is a good one for people to have. It's very, very positive. And not that the other books aren't positive, but they're a little more hard-hitting with things. But that one is just, again, very, very positive for people to sit with things and to get something to move themselves forward. So anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. But yes, I have talked with Tim, and I'm not going to keep bugging him. He knows where I'm at. If he wants to write, he knows where I'm at. But I'm not going to keep intruding on his life, because people are saying, well, we miss him, and what's going on, and how is his health, and if he wants to put that out there, he can put it out there. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online.